Subscribe to my channel for more videos and support me by liking this video.
I was selling elementary school kids drugs. When I was in elementary school, my mom used to stock up on Superdent Energy. One day, I tried it, and it was like a citrus explosion in my mouth. Better than any orange juice I'd ever had. Whether it was my young taste buds or the actual flavor, I was hooked. Fast forward to 5th grade, and Digimon Mania was sweeping through my school. The craze wasn't just about watching the anime. There was this sticker collection book you had to fill with stickers hidden under yogurt lids. Being a massive Digimon fan, I knew every character, attack, evolution, and could belt out the opening theme by heart. I just couldn't let it slide. But there was a hitch. My family was pretty humble, and splurging on mountains of yogurt wasn't an option. Asking my parents for extra cash was also out of the question. So, I devised a plan. I started smuggling Superdent Energy tablets and a 2L bottle to school, mixing up the magic potion in the bathroom, and selling cups of this orange juice to my classmates during recess. On my first day, the entire bottle was emptied in 5 minutes flat. Business was booming. For a whole week, I ran my little enterprise under the radar. None of the teachers noticed, except for the coolest one ever, my 4th grade teacher, Mr. Sarhani, RIP, you were the realest. He actually found my scheme hilarious, especially after I explained my Digimon sticker dilemma. My mom never caught on because she thought my dad was using the tablets too. But eventually, the jig was up. Kids were bouncing off the walls with energy, and the teachers started asking questions. When they asked the kids what they had been snacking on, I realized, oh no, it's probably the juice I'm selling. So, I decided to quit while I was ahead. In the end, I made enough money to almost complete my Digimon collection book. It wasn't about the money though. Those last few stickers were ultra rare. But hey, I gave it my best shot and had a blast doing it. When I was high school, I took pictures of a test and got caught. When I was in high school, I was pretty popular, you could say. I was a cheerleader and blonde, and an identical twin. Also was pretty friendly with everyone in our school. My sophomore year, my chemistry teacher left the classroom for a bit, and left our copies of our upcoming test on his desk. I snuck up to his desk in front of everyone and took pictures of the test. Front/back everything. I've always been good at school, and never even really needed it. I guess I was trying to be cool, and I was 16. Everyone was awing and ohing and laughing. Whole thing took about a minute. A couple minutes later, my teacher comes back into the classroom and immediately calls me out to the hallway. He asks me if I took pictures of the test while he was gone. I'm in shock. Face turns bright red. How could he possibly know that? He was gone, and he hadn't talked to anyone. I straight up lied and told him no despite him asking me to tell him the truth. He said okay, and I went back to my desk. I was so embarrassed and nothing ever happened of it. To this day, I have zero idea how he could have possibly known that. I confronted everyone in my class and never learned anything. Thinking he had a spy, a secret camera, or it was a test and I was set up. Almost a decade later, and I still think about it. Telling my school friends that I'm one of the richest families in my subdivision while the truth is we are so broke. I finally confessed to my school friends that my family is loaded. The thing is, it's far from the truth. We're barely scraping by. My parents work multiple jobs just to keep the lights on. It's tough seeing their faces light up when I talk about vacations or fancy gadgets. I built this facade of wealth to fit in, but it's exhausting. Now, I'm wondering if I should come clean or keep up the charade. It's like living in two worlds at once, and it's starting to weigh on me. I manipulated children into believing I had twin sister in kindergarten. This was so long ago, but I've seen some heinous confessions on this app, and I find mine quite funny. Although I may be biased lol. When I was in kindergarten, I remember that I tried to convince everyone around me that I had a twin sister that looked and sounded exactly like me, and that every day we would switch places. I know that it sounds quite stupid and unbelievable, and yet, I was like 5 years old, and I'm pretty sure at least 10 children believed me. I distinctly remember that multiple times a day kids would ask me about my twin, and then the next day ask my twin about me. I promise I had definitely tricked one kid into thinking I actually had a twin. No adults ended up hearing about it, or they just didn't care, and left me alone to manipulate my classmates into believing stupid shit. Can't remember exactly when I stopped lying, or if anyone confronted me about it. But I found this a lighter confession. Manipulated my physics teacher into giving me a better grade. This was during my school days. I was the class prefect. It was the time for our physics class, and our teacher was late. As a standard procedure, I went to the department to remind him. When I entered his chamber, I found out he was checking our answer scripts from the term final. This teacher was comparatively new at our school and heavily dependent on the class leaders in many aspects. I did not have a good exam. Hence, I waited until he started examining my answer sheet. I pretended this was the answer sheet of one of the most talented boys in the class. Manipulated him into giving at least 10 more marks. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel and like this video.